that is colorblind and merit-based. As of today, it will henceforth be the official policy of the United States government that there are only two genders, male and female. This week, I will reinstate any service members who were unjustly expelled from our military for objecting to the COVID vaccine mandate with full back pay.
That's big right there.
And I will sign an order to stop our warriors from being subjected to radical political theories and social experiments while on duty. It's going to end immediately. Our armed forces will be free to focus on their sole mission, defeating America's enemies. Like in 2017, we will again build the strongest military the world has ever seen. We will measure our success not only by the battles we win, but also by the wars that we end, and perhaps most importantly, the wars we never get into. My proudest legacy will be that of a peacemaker and unifier. That's what I want to be, a peacemaker and a unifier. I'm pleased to say that as of yesterday, one day before I assumed office, the hostages in the Middle East are coming back home to their families. America will reclaim its rightful place as the greatest, most powerful, most respected nation on earth, inspiring the awe and admiration of the entire world. A short time from now, we are going to be changing the name of the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America, and we will restore the name of a great president, William McKinley, to Mount McKinley, where it should be and where it belongs. President McKinley made our country very rich through tariffs and through talent. He was a natural businessman and gave Teddy Roosevelt the money for many of the great things he did, including the Panama Canal, which has foolishly been given to the country of Panama after the United States. The United States, I mean, think of this, spent more money than ever spent on a project before and lost 38,000 lives in the building of the Panama Canal. We have been treated very badly from this foolish gift that should have never been made. And Panama's promise to us has been broken. The purpose of our deal and the spirit of our treaty has been totally violated. American ships are being severely overcharged and not treated fairly in any way, shape, or form. And that includes the United States Navy. And above all, China is operating the Panama Canal, and we didn't give it to China, we gave it to Panama, and we're taking it back. Above all, my message to Americans today is that it is time for us to once again act with courage, vigor, and the vitality of history's greatest civilization. So as we liberate our nation, we will lead it to new heights of victory and success. We will not be deterred. Together we will end the chronic disease epidemic and keep our children safe, healthy, and disease-free. The United States will once again consider itself a growing nation, one that increases our wealth, expands our territory, builds our cities, raises our expectations, and carries our flag into new and beautiful horizons. And we will pursue our manifest destiny into the stars, launching American astronauts to plant the stars and stripes on the planet Mars. Ambition is the lifeblood of a great nation. And right now, our nation is more ambitious than any other. There's no nation like our nation. Americans are explorers, builders, innovators, entrepreneurs, and pioneers. The spirit of the frontier is written into our hearts. The call of the next great adventure resounds from within our souls. Our American ancestors turned a small group of colonies on the edge of a vast continent into a mighty republic of the most extraordinary citizens on earth. No one comes close. Americans pushed thousands of miles through a rugged land of untamed wilderness. They crossed deserts, scaled mountains, braved untold dangers, won the Wild West, ended slavery, rescued millions from tyranny, lifted billions from poverty, harnessed electricity, split the atom, launched mankind into the heavens, and put the universe of human knowledge into the palm of the human hand. If we work together, there is nothing we cannot do and no dream we cannot achieve. Many people thought it was impossible for me to stage such a historic political comeback. But as you see today, here I am. The American people have spoken. I stand before you now as proof that you should never believe that something is impossible to do. In America, the impossible is what we do best. From New York to Los Angeles, from Philadelphia to Phoenix, from Chicago to Miami, from Houston to right here in Washington, D.C., our country was forged and built by the generations of patriots who gave everything they had for our rights and for our freedom. They were farmers and soldiers, cowboys and factory workers, steel workers and coal miners, police officers and pioneers who pushed onward, marched forward, and let no obstacle defeat their spirit or their pride. Together they laid down the railroads, raised up the skyscrapers, built great highways, won 2 world wars, defeated fascism and communism, and triumphed over every single challenge that they faced. After all we have been through together, we stand on the verge of the 4 greatest years in American history. With your help, we will restore America, promise, and we will rebuild the nation that we love, and we love it so much. We are one people, one family, and one glorious nation under God. So to every parent who dreams for their child, and every child who dreams for their future, I am with you, I will fight for you, and I will win for you. We are going to win like never before. Thank you. That have illegally entered our country from all over the world. We have a government that has given unlimited funding to the defense of foreign borders, but refuses to defend American borders or, more importantly, its own people. Our country can no longer deliver basic services in times of emergency, as recently shown by the wonderful people of North Carolina, been treated so badly. And other states who are still suffering from a hurricane that took place many months ago. Or more recently, Los Angeles, where we're watching fires still tragically burn. From weeks ago, without even a token of defense, they're raging through the houses and communities, even affecting some of the wealthiest and most powerful individuals in our country, some of whom are sitting here right now. They don't have a home any longer. Interesting. But we can't let this happen.
Very interesting.
Everyone is unable to do anything about it. That's going to change. We have a public health system that does not deliver in times of disaster, yet more money is spent on it than any country anywhere in the world. And we have an education system that teaches our children to be ashamed of themselves in many cases, to hate our country despite the love that we try so desperately to provide to them. All of this will change starting today, and it will change very quickly. My recent election is a mandate to completely and totally reverse a horrible betrayal and all of these many betrayals that have taken place, and to give the people back their faith, their wealth, their democracy, and indeed their freedom. From this moment on, America's decline is over. Our liberties and our nation's glorious destiny will no longer be denied, and we will immediately restore the integrity, competency, and loyalty of America's government. Over the past 8 years, I have been tested and challenged more than any president in our 250-year history, and I've learned a lot along the way. The journey to reclaim our republic has not been an easy one, that I can tell you. Those who wish to stop our cause have tried to take my freedom and indeed to take my life. Just a few months ago in a beautiful Pennsylvania field, an assassin's bullet ripped through my ear. But I felt then, and believe even more so now, that my life was saved for a reason. I was saved by God to make America great again. Thank you very much. That is why each day under our administration of American patriots, we will be working to meet every crisis with dignity and power and strength. We will move with purpose and speed to bring back hope, prosperity, safety, and peace for citizens of every race, religion, color, and creed. For American citizens, January 20th, 2025 is Liberation Day. It is my hope that our recent presidential election will be remembered as the greatest and most consequential election in the history of our country. As our victory showed, the entire nation is rapidly unifying behind our agenda with dramatic increases in support from virtually every element of our society, young and old, men and women, African Americans, Hispanic Americans, Asian Americans, urban, suburban, rural, and very importantly, we had a powerful win in all 7 swing states. And the popular vote, we won by millions of people. To the Black and Hispanic communities, I want to thank you for the tremendous outpouring of love and trust that you have shown me with your vote. We set records, and I will not forget it. I've heard your voices in the campaign, and I look forward to working with you in the years to come. Today is Martin Luther King Day, and his honor, this will be a great honor, but in his honor, we will strive together to make his dream a reality. We will make his dream come true. Today is Martin Luther King Day, and his honor, this will be a great honor, but in his honor, we will strive together to make his dream a reality. We will make his dream come true. Today is Martin Luther King Day, and his honor, this will be a great honor, but in his honor, we will strive together to make his dream a reality. We will make his dream come true. And I will not forget it. I've heard your voices in the campaign, and I look forward to working with you in the years to come. Today is Martin Luther King Day, and his honor, this will be a great honor, but in his honor, we will strive together to make his dream a reality. We will make his dream come true. And I will not forget it. I've heard your voices in the campaign, and I look forward to working with you in the years to come. Today is Martin Luther King Day, and his honor, this will be a great honor, but in his honor, we will strive together to make his dream a reality. We will make his dream come true.
All right. All right. We been listening to the inauguration speech of our 47th president, our 45th and 47th president. Okay, I was a little kind of, I was like, why they having the inauguration on King's birthday, Dr. Martin Luther King's birthday? So I felt a little way, I felt a kind of way about that. So I was like, I wonder if President Trump is going to acknowledge that it's Martin Luther King Day of honor. You know what I'm saying? His birthday was January 15th, which was last Tuesday, Wednesday. And, so respect. You know what I'm saying? I want y'all to see that. Respect. Respect to President Trump for honoring the only black man that has a statue among the presidents downtown. And he wasn't even a president himself. That's very monumental. So if everybody watching out here haven't been to Washington, D.C. to see this black man statue, then you need to get your butt here. You know what I'm saying? Over the summer, or when you passing through, coming down from up top or coming up from the bottom, or coming from the west or coming in from the east. Make your way to D.C. to see Dr. Martin Luther King statue, the only black man that stand among the presidents that was not a president himself. Monumental in itself. You feel me? So I appreciate Trump, President Trump, for acknowledging that his inauguration was on a black man honor, day. A black man birthday that's honored 5 days later. You know what I'm saying? You know, and so yeah, that's why I played that back about 5 times, because honestly, I didn't think he would do it. And I'm gonna keep it real, real, real 1,000. I'm gonna keep it a million. I'm gonna keep it all the way a million. I see a different President Trump from back 2016 to now. I really believe he didn't know what he was doing, but now he really have his posture, if you will, about how to proceed in this great leadership that he command. I say it all the time. They was like, President Obama didn't do enough for black people, and he could have stopped the violence in Chicago. You signed the LGBTQ. You allow same sex marriage, and I'm gonna say this, especially a person of color. I really don't believe that, and there's only been a person of color, one person of color that's sat in the power seat, which is the presidency. I don't believe that President Obama, or anybody that sits in that seat, you're not able to do 100% of what you want to do, because you got Congress, you got the Superior Court, and you have the Senate, House. All of these individuals are individuals that block or sign off on any president issues or things that they want to proceed or does. You just don't make up something and say, I want to do it. It goes through a process. Some things you can, but most things you can't. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like, each president or each president candidate will promise you the world, but they're not going to act on, I say, 60% on anything that they promise. So just get used to it. So I just feel like we all need to find a personal connection to whatever candidate that is running, and whatever your views and ideas of what you want to see your community look like, that's who you vote for. A lot of people didn't vote for Vice President Kamala Harris on the strength that the Democrats, we sending money all over to Ukraine, which I didn't agree with. Because like President Trump said, and not because President Trump saying it, I'm saying, look at our homeless problems. All this money you sending over there to them folks. Why can't we handle the homeless problems here in America? Should nobody be laying on the streets when it's a blizzard, when it's 1,000 degrees out there? Where's the humanity in that? Granted, a lot of people They're not out there because of they just didn't live right. I know people that work hard and maybe a medical bill turned their life upside down. You know what I'm saying? Maybe something that was like very intricate just turned them around, like a death. And the emotions is like, for instance, excuse me, when I was growing up, it was a man that used to roller skate, always have a box in his hand, a radio, and he'd be singing, and you could tell he had a man. And we used to laugh at him, we kids, and you know, uh, you know, we was messing with him, telling him get off the street, calling him a bum, and because he used to sleep on the park bench, so we used to mess with him, push him off the bench, make him fall on the floor. So and we kids about 12, 11, you know what I'm saying? We thought that was fun, having fun, right? So a guy was at the subway one day and saw us push him off the bench. He fell, you know, and uh and we done did this a few times over the years, just playing. And that guy chased us down because we were running after we do that. And he caught up with us. He said, "Why did y'all do that?" I said, "Oh, he a bum. And don't nobody care about him." He said, "No, he's not a bum. He's not just a bum. That man lost his family in a car accident. So this guy knew him. He knew him when he was all mentally stable." He said this man was a good man to his family, 3 kids, wife, and I know his wife. I don't know if all three of his kids were killed, but it was something like the Kobe and his daughter situation. And they said that man walked away from his life, from paying bills, from going to work. He just walked away because he mentally checked out. And the death of his wife and his children did that to him. So people not just out on the street because they made bad decisions. Sometimes people, life happen to people and it affects you real different. You know what I'm saying? I know for a fact I'm a strong individual. I just lost my mom and my dad 3 years ago, 4 years ago. They died a year apart. So it really took a toll on me. But I just know that I have responsibility to my family, my wife, my kids, my whoever close to me, you know, my siblings. I'm the oldest of the siblings. I'm the only son of my immediate family. So from long as I can remember, officially like 14, I became the man of the house. You know what I'm saying? And I wore that badge from then to now, helping my moms out, with bills and I didn't go in the military because I didn't want to leave the area from, being the protector of my immediate house that had nothing but women in it, and I was trying to go, but uh it didn't work out like that. So I got a job and many jobs, and I took care of my family with my money. I never been materialistic, even though I like nice things. But do I desire it? Do I have to have it? No, because uh, my greatest joy was to make sure food was in the house that we all could eat as much as we want, and we go lay on the couch because our stomach full. You know what I'm saying? Our lights was on. We had a phone. We had, you know what I'm saying? We had air. We had heat. And although we didn't have the designers and the materials that people live and die for, just the basics, we was okay because that's the way my family structured was structured. You know what I'm saying? We didn't become a slave to materials and oh I got to get that or I got to get this. You know what I'm saying? We was busted. So therefore we learned how to be resourceful. You know, we had a big family, so our big family became a structure. Nobody went hungry. The kids, we shared clothes. We shared our shoes. As we were growing, the next man up will get the shoes and the clothes that we couldn't fit, that we would grow out of. You know what I'm saying? So, I come from a structure that you got new clothes and shoes for your birthday and Christmas. So in between that time, you better take care of your things because that's the only time you're gonna upgrade. And it be your own stuff directly. It was bought for you. But anything else, you got stuff from your older cousins that was handed down to you. And for that, when I grew up, first thing that I wanted, that I was deprived of was money in my pocket. So I made sure, thanks to Marion Barry, I got a job at 14, which was the summer job program. And, 14, the homies in the street by 11, 12, 13. But what didn't allow me to go to the streets, I had a father at home, and I appreciate him. You know, uh, he kept us in check. Let's just say that he was a street dude himself, so he wasn't gonna let that go down on his watch with his kids and or with me. He was like, "You're gonna be the better version of me. You're gonna go to school. You're gonna get a nice career, and you're not gonna get a penitentiary none of your time in their jail. You gonna do everything different because I'm sacrificing now." So that's the structure that I come from. And once I learned to understand it as I grew up, I became more appreciative, but I didn't back then. But getting that summer job, and I'm going to scream it to the moon, it clicked the light bulb. It let me know it was other alternatives than the streets. You feel me? You know, yeah, the glamour, everybody walking around with big knots in their pocket. They fly, shoes, clothes. My homies was buying cars and never had a license or didn't have a license because they was too young. But they walking around with 10,000, 20,000 in their pocket. And I was getting a $200 every 2 weeks from the summer job. But that was a lot of money for me. Now we kids. So here's the thing. I know what is different about this scenario. I say it all the time. Whatever you do first is what you're gonna get used to early in life. And then you're gonna end up doing it later on in life. Cause that's what I see now. All my homies, for the most part, the ones that's not dead, what I'm saying, all of us that was privy and fortunate to grow old. Let's just say those that did the right thing, we still around. But those that was recruited to the streets and didn't have nobody to block that, like my dad did for me, what I'm saying, and the supporting cast, I can just give him all the credit. My mom was instrumental, and my grandmas was instrumental, and they will pour into me, affirmation and greatness, building my self confidence up. They was like, what I'm saying, you're gonna be better, you're gonna be greater, and I don't even feel like I did anything on a monumental level. Like I ain't changed the world, I ain't discovered nothing, I ain't invent nothing, but I'm a very confident person, and I know just from me being taught to be confident, I lived a life of I'm better than that. When I was faced with doing the wrong things, I remember the voices in my head of my mother, my grandmother, my pops, the intimidation of my pops with them saying, you're better than that. You figure it out. My grandmother used to say, you could read, you could write, you could comprehend, figure it out. Don't fall victim to what everybody else doing. You a leader. You're never a follower. These affirmations was put into me. You know what I'm saying? I felt like all the time as a kid that, I was like that you hear of the sheep, they move in herds and everything, but you always got that stray. I was that stray. I was always wondering about what's over here, what's over there, you know. Everybody doing this, every everybody doing this, but what's over here? Why everybody over here? I want to know. You know what I'm saying? I always been that inquisitive person. So again, when I got that summer job that Marion Barry and his faculty created in DC, and the minute I got that first check, it was like I guess whatever a drug user when he first get high, that high he feel, that's the high that I got when I got that first check in my hand. When I got that first check, I felt that electric. I was like, oh my God, this is different right here. What am I feeling? You know what I was feeling? Independence. And the light bulb came on. I said, oh, I ain't gotta be in these streets. This the move right here. I gotta get a job. You know what I'm saying? So 14 years old and $200. That was a lot of money to us in the early 80s. You know what I'm saying? I'm 14, 84 years old. 1984, I was 14, you know. So I'm a youngin', you know. So again, I'm being kind of shielded from the streets. So me being someone that went to school, I played sports, I came home, I did homework, whatever little hanging out I was doing, it was limited. I had to be in the house a certain time. So this is what I'm saying to the fathers. When you're not home, you expose your kids to the streets and whatever else that come with that. I knew I had to be home by a certain time. I had to be in by a certain time because I was destined to get a good ass whooping from my father, you know. So I ain't want that. And then I love my mother and my grandmother. I didn't never want to do nothing to disappoint them. Not, I ain't gonna say I never got slick. I ain't gonna say I never did nothing wrong, but I wasn't trying to continue that. whatever I did wrong, whatever I got slick, because I knew it was consequences, you know what I'm saying, in my house. So when I see these kids risking their lives and their freedom and risking getting killed for, material items like, clothes, shoes, cars, and let me say this. My homies that got in the street, that was in the street heavy, if they did it, it was on some survival tip. It wasn't about, I want to buy some clothes. That wasn't the main purpose. A lot of the homies I was around were feeding their family with their money, putting food in the house, keeping the lights on, keeping the phone. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people didn't have phones, because their phone would get cut off. Their mom or whoever that was their guardian, they on drugs. And, whatever money that they got, they were spending it on drugs. So, you know, it was a purpose. It wasn't for just because. So I understood that. But my situation was different. I told you, my father, he was one of them, street guys. And not only that, my mother used to pour into me and talk to me and say, I know what your friends doing. I see the cars they driving. I see, when you get around 16, we went through a phase where we were sharing clothes, the homies, like everybody would buy different stuff. And then once I wear it 1 month, then we'll swap, when we go to school and we all be fly or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And, I had a job, so, you know, people was looking at me like I was in the streets, which I wasn't, but I had a job. So I still built my wardrobe to the point that, I look like them, you know, when we went to parties and cabarets and rap concerts. I blended in because I look like them. We all like the same stuff. We all go to Georgetown to shop and everything. So, you know what I'm saying? Now, where the homies got about 10 grand in their pocket, I probably got about 500. You know what I'm saying? I'm that dude in the passenger side fronting. That's why I be laughing every time I hear the TLC record, Scrub. Well, I guess I was a scrub because I was damn sure fronting in the homeboys' rides because I had a bucket. And trust me, when we went out and everybody looking like new money, shouts out to Big Meats, you know what I'm saying? I parked my bucket and got in, whatever, the fly car we was gonna take that night to go out. And I ain't gonna lie, I was fronting a little bit, It was nothing to get a homie car in front when I went to see a girl. If I knew that that's what kind of tip she was on. But trust me, you know, if I knew you was that type of chick and that's the time you was on, I ain't keep you around long because that wasn't me for real, for real. So those that I really liked and cared about, I let them know, hey, I ain't in these streets. I got a job, man. What we doing? You still want me to call you or what? So that's what time that I was on. So I'm just saying to say that the job learning skills gave me another alternative. So when I hear people in general be talking about I can't find a job. No, you can find a job. You just don't like the options of the job. I ain't working at McDonald's. I ain't flipping no burgers. I ain't scrubbing nobody floors. I'm like, okay, well, you broke. What do you want to do? You want to hit the block? Then hit the block. But you don't have to hit the block. That's so stop saying that I'm doing what I gotta do. No, you don't have to do that. You wanna do that because you so sensitive. And I ain't never get it. How people from the hood, the belly of the beast, rats and roaches, how is it that we so sensitive? We from the mud. So why is we so sensitive to somebody laughing or making fun of us? You know what I'm saying? That's our reality. And what tripped me out, the same dudes or people that's clowning you in the same situation. So why are we letting these same folks that's busted clown us because we trying to do something different? People would rather be broke than to go put on a McDonald's uniform. I say to them, because I took that McDonald's job. After the summer job was over, you know what I'm saying? I felt like a dope fiend on crack because I was like, one, I got used to getting up, being somewhere. I was around new people outside of my hood, and we on discussions of what we gonna do in life later on, not just hood shit that we talk about in the hood, you know, which is usually some dumb shit. So all that was different for me, you know. People I was around that was going to college, they talking about going in the military. They talking about getting trades and upgrading. It was a new element of a mindset, a new element of motivation and people thinking on another level, not just being at the minimum. You get what I'm saying? So I tell people the very job that you don't want is the job that you need to be at, because the plan is not to be there forever. And people like you that don't want to be at this not so desirable type of job, everybody is brainstorming. You're going to get around folks that's brainstorming on how to get out of here without going to the block. What you doing? I'm going in the military. What you doing? Oh, I'm going to vocational school. You know what I'm saying? What you doing? You know, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. You know, you got different alternatives and different ideas being introduced to you. And when you go home and the block is just talking about, you know, the streets and how much money you gonna make, you know, oh, by the way, yeah, you might go to jail and you might get shot. So, you know, so what you gonna do? You know, you get faced with these questions on a daily in the hood. And if you not confident or you soft, you're gonna fall into the trap. But I was built to be confident and you know, built in an infrastructure that didn't desire materials, because that's a lot of people get pulled into the game out of material things that they see that other people got. I ain't never had nothing, so I ain't desire to have none of that. I'm like, if it's meant for me, I'll get it when I get it. That's always been my mindset. And I tell people about the bucket I used to drive before, I got strong enough money wise to buy me nice vehicles. It kept real people around me because when you got a nice car, everybody want to ride with you. You the man and woo doo woo, You know what I'm saying? Even when you meet ladies that you trying to date, only the real individuals is going to ride with you in your bucket or your old car or whatever. Anything other than a luxury car. Real folks. The homies, the chicks, the women, whatever. But you're going to have fake motherfuckers going to be down to ride with you and calling you, what you doing? Come scoop me. Woo de woo. Soon as you get in an accident or you lose that car for whatever reason, and if you don't replace it with another fly car, them same folks hounding you to come around you and be around you, they're not gonna be there. So I peeped that real quick, just from it happening to other homies, that had fly cars that crashed their cars or got in accidents, and now they gotta get back in for a minute, maybe a 6 months to a year. You gotta ride in the bucket. So the same kind of women that you was commanding and the friends that you around, they don't want to mess with you or want you come around. They like, we a joke. Like, well, this what it is, I was in an accident or whoop de whoop. They're like, I done seen it directly. Women would tell you, oh, when you get a better car, you come and holler at me. And the homies, they'll just step off and act like they busy, don't want to come around you or whatever. So I was like, oh man, this how this go? Okay. So if I want the real around me, I need to just do what I'm doing. I got a real crew around me. I got real friends around me. So I'm always somebody that's peeping things. And I'm big on learning from people's mistakes. When I observe something, when I hear something, I apply it. You know, I don't move like it can't happen to me. You know what I'm saying? But enough about all that, man. I be rambling and all that, but happy Martin Luther King Day. You feel me? And I appreciate President Trump acknowledging that his inauguration was on Martin Luther King birthday honor celebration. All right, let's get to the skins. We going to the Super Bowl. Bottom line, we done came too far to look back. There is a saying, God have brought you this far and he not going to abandon you now. I believe that. I stand on that quote. From where I've been to where I'm at now, I can't look back. So that's in the same mindset. You know what I'm saying? We not being negative, we confident. I hung up on my cousin today because he trying to, I don't know, he did this, he did. I like, bruh, I don't want to hear all that. Are you on board with 2 more games being won and we in that bowl? And we just don't want to go. We want to win. You feel me? But it's one game at a time. We got Philly now. We got Philly. You know, we got Philly. Justin Hurts, and he a homie. He went to Oklahoma with my nephew homeboy, Pernell Motley. They come out together in 2020. So we got love for Hurts. But when that kickoff start, he the enemy at the end of the day. That's how this going. You feel me? Y'all better get on board because this is what it's about right here. You know what I'm saying? He's going to continue with RG3 started. in 2012. If RG3 didn't get hurt, he was going to be the first rookie Super Bowl champion that started on the team. Jaden, what's the boy name? Jaden Daniels, JB5 is carrying the continuation of the torch from what RG3 was doing. You feel me? Or RG3 was trying to do, you know? All right, everybody talking about it was a fluke that, you know, y'all had a good record. Okay, so you calling the Buccaneers win, and definitely you calling the Lions game a fluke? No. These were the two tests that was put in front of us, and we overcame it. We capitalized on the mistakes. We stayed poised. We finished out the game. We never had problems putting up a score. We had no problems having a lead, but we couldn't close. That's what we're doing great nowadays. We managing the clock. You feel me? So let me just put this out there. Why we going to beat Philly? The Lions had two strong running backs trying to come at us. We shut them down. We contained them. They got theirs, but we gonna get ours. Look. I just heard Marshawn Lynch, the beast mode, say, "I know I'm gonna get got, but I'm gonna get you more." So they gonna get theirs. They're gonna put up points, but we gonna put up more points. That's the energy right now. That's the mindset. You gonna get yours, but we gonna get ours. When we gonna get more of ours than you get yours. You feel me? We too close to look back and to get scared. You know what I'm saying? We got somebody that's ordained. He's special. This kid is on the level of Jordan, LeBron, Kobe, RG3, Doug Williams, Michael Vick. He on that level. God touches certain people in life, and they got the glow about them. This kid got it. Don't take it from me. Listen to this. Don't take it from me. Listen to this. Putting up all kind of records. 5,000 yards. Stop playing. Don't listen to me. Listen to this.
Converting a lot of people to Chocolate City early on.
Chocolate City. Chocolate City.
Okay, we go old school. But here's the deal. 2 games, 654 total yards, 1 touchdown, 0 interceptions, just 1 sack. So now you're going up against Big Fangio. You know what they say. He ain't been touched yet. He's pulled in his postseason. Get him. And this is going to be the test right here. This man, if the Washington...
The last 2 games was the test. We've been tested already. Let's go. You heard what he said? He's going to pick them to win the Super Bowl. You heard what Stephen A. Smith said. Don't listen to me. You heard what he said, right? All right. Let's keep it moving.
He has the ability. We've seen Jerry Goff go 17 or 17, 8
take it to the house
in a game. But we've also seen him go 5 interceptions against the Houston Texans. We've also seen plays like this here over the course of his career.
The whole crew is locked in. That's what I'm saying. Super Bowl. We won 4 games last year. Now they talking about Super Bowl. They see it.
It's hard to win in the NFL. It's even harder to win playoff games. It's even much more difficult to win on the road as a rookie in the playoff. And he's doing that. But if you tell me his defense is going to take the ball away 5 times again from here on out, there's going to be some more. Here's my deal to this. Washington's defense gave him 521 yards. Here, 521 yards. So we all know that in Detroit, even though Detroit's offense is explosive, the reality is that Philly should be able to do some damage. If you get past Philly, Buffalo, or Kansas City should be able to do some damage against that defense. What I'm looking at when I see Jaden Daniels' camp, I'm looking at a cat that says, what do we need? And he's getting it done. You see, and that, again, when we're talking about greatness, that's what we're talking about. What do I need to do to win? And whatever it is, he seems to be able to do it. The screen fine. If it's a bomb, so be it. If I got to run with the football and I need this first down, so be it. Whatever it takes is what he's doing. And then also that's the running the football into the chat either. I'm looking at all of this and I'm saying, yo, this brother right here, I think there's some people that rather see him than the Eagles.
That's right. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah. Look at that. He put his hands over his face. He still caught the ball. Let's go. Come on, man. Don't believe me. Listen to what they saying. It ain't me. These are the professionals. That's all I'm saying. Let me call my man and let's let him get his in on why we think and why we know we gonna win this Super Bowl. We 2 games away, bro. We smell it. We smell it. We smell it. Redskins, what's up, baby?
Lion Slayers.
Lion Slayers. All right, now we got to be the Eagle Slayer. What you got for the Eagles? We need a name for the Eagles. What we gonna have? Fried Eagles? We going up Philly to get a Philly Eagle steak.
Yeah, Philly Eagle cheese steak.
Yeah, Philly Eagle steak cheese steak. Yeah, we already done slayed the line, baby.
Man, we slayed that boy. Man, we went right into the den to slay.
We went in the Lions den and slayed them boys. Come man.
The big line got the crying on TV.
I saw that. I saw that. You know what I'm saying? We got coaches crying, bro. They was like, y'all let these dudes do that? And I love it. They writing us off.
The quarterback, what's his name?
Go.
Holding his head on the sideline.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
The quarterback, the coach was the line.
Yeah.
Too late, baby.
Come on, baby. It ain't your time. It's our time.
Our time.
You know, we see you next year. But this ain't your year. You feel me? We got 2 games, man. We gonna go handle Philly, and we gonna get at Kansas City or the Bills. It don't matter.
Man, once we get the Eagles, man, that's it, man. We made 2 Super Bowls.
That's it. This gonna be a big game.
We made it to the Super Bowl.
Hey, bro. Hey, Holmes. I keep saying, when we win, bro, I'm going to buy me a flight ticket down to New Orleans.
You going down there, baby?
I'm going down there, and I'm going to be live on YouTube, documenting the whole time.
hear you.
I ain't playing.
Yeah.
I gotta be part of that, bro. I don't care about going inside because they're gonna have Jumbotron outside.
Right.
We gonna be tailgating outside watching that jump.
I know that's right.
You feel me?
I hear you.
I don't care about not having a hotel room.
You're right.
I don't care. I'll go sleep at the airport until I can get a flight up out of there.
Yeah, you gonna sleep under the stars. Huh?
Oh, yes, sir. And when we win it, I ain't gonna go to sleep because I'm gonna be amped up.
Yeah, I know that's right, man.
Saturday, man, I couldn't go to sleep.
I know you was horses all the way.
I lost my voice, everything, bro. It was crazy.
It was crazy.
Oh my God. Hey, man. And look.
And get me some gear now, Jack.
And the beauty of it, oh man, we could watch that game over and over.
Yeah.
History. Then it make me want to, excuse me. Then it make me want to go back to the Super Bowls we done won and watch them games. You feel me?
The Cowboys fans say, "Oh, we waiting for. We got a space for y'all for the couch. Y'all coming?"
Yeah. Okay. Hey man, I watched the videos of Cowboys.
See them Cowboys Sunday. I said, "You still sitting on that couch by yourself?"
Yeah, no doubt. So look, right? So I watched the video of this dude. He a Cowboy fan from here. He called himself the DMV fanatic. And he was looking so sad and holding his head and like over his mouth. He was like, bro, what did I just witness? And he went into an hour-long why Dallas is failing. He said, the Redskins just showed us what we need to do. We need to sell the team. Jerry Jones need to sell the team, and we need to get new blood up in there. The coaches, and do everything the Commanders did. They sold the team. They got new owners, a new coach, and start getting new personnel up in there.
Yeah.
Throughout the year, we've been swapping guys in and out. 15 guys to be exact. We've been pulling people from the practice squad and we've been recruiting people as the season went on. And he's saying that Jerry Jones is not doing none of these things. And he's still old school with it. You know what I'm saying? So it got to be a change. Now, I always respected Jerry Jones because he was an athlete himself. Versus Snyder. Dan Snyder is a financial lawyer. He's a number cruncher. He ain't never suited up. He ain't never been in no kind of competitive contact sport. So he just about the money. The bottom line. You feel me? So with that being said, his heart was not into winning.
No.
It was about making money.
Making money, man.
So he held us back, man, for 10 years, bro.
Yeah.
Or 20 years of his time that he owned the team. In the first year, we 2 games away from the Super Bowl. In 1 year. And
look, Chicago's sick, man. They slept on that boy, our quarterback. Man.
Yeah, Jaden Daniels, JB5.
Yeah, we thought we was hoping that boy from Chicago come here. I'm glad he didn't, man.
Hey, look, man, God ordained what happened for a reason, bro. You know, we spiritual. You know, I hung up on my cousin earlier today.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm thinking he a diehard. He talking about Baltimore and KC. I'm like, man, what I call you for? Man, get off my phone. I like, man, get off my phone. I like, man, I thought you was burgundy and gold. He like, yeah, man, I just jumped ship, man. They was disappointing me too. Hey, they ain't got nothing to do with the past. We talking about right now.
Right now.
Right now.
Yeah.
Come on, man. I don't care if you getting on the bandwagon or not. We need all the energy. We need all the energy to be on one accord, to push them boys forward. You feel me?
Yeah, I feel you, man.
That's what it is. And I said it. If we make the playoffs, we win in the Super Bowl.
That's it.
And somebody gave me my props on Sunday. They like, big chain. You been saying it. You been screaming it. You feel me? I'm about manifesting. We don't really know if it's going to come true or not, but I'm jumping out there.
You jumped out there.
I jumped out there. I said if we make the playoffs, we going to win the Super Bowl because ain't nobody going to see us coming. We going to be the Cinderella team of the NFL. So look, and I'm going to let you go after I say this. We making history again. We had the first black Super Bowl MVP champion, Doug Williams. Now we getting ready to have another history-making moment with Jaden Daniels, the first rookie quarterback that won a Super Bowl. I'm prophesying it. I'm claiming it.
Mm-hmm.
That's where the energy at. No negativity. We going forward. God didn't bring us this far to leave us. That's where we at. And you see that boy give glory to God every time they ask him.
We slayers, man. We out there slaying. We done stole the pirates' treasure.
Hey, man.
We went up there to Detroit and the Lions Den.
Yeah.
Now we getting ready to get some eagle. We going up in the eagle nest.
Yeah, we going in the nest and take the eagle out the nest.
And we gonna grab his neck. Say, what's up? We gonna ring his
neck. Yeah.
And pluck his tail.
Look, and we gonna cook them. Goddamn cheesesteak eagles.
We gonna have Eagle Philly cheesesteak.
Yeah, there you go. Eagle Philly cheesesteak. There you go. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Hey, man. Hey, look. I just needed to call somebody that was on board with it. I said, I know who to call. Let me call my man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man, them Cowboys are disgusting.
Hey, bro, I lost my mind Saturday. I lost my voice, man. I'm telling you. Hey, bro. Hey, bro, I'm trying to tell you. I was like, man, my goddamn head was hurting and shit. My son say, I ain't never seen a game like this in my life. This was the best game ever. I say, man, I think you right, bro. Oh, man. Yeah.
Said the same thing, man. They said that boy is so smooth.
Hey, look.
So calm.
Look. I just watched Stephen A. Smith, Shannon Sharp, and Cam Newton. They basically said if he keep playing like this and the team keep playing like this, nobody can stop us. Nobody. Just stay doing what we doing. Stay fearless. Stay focused. Stay disciplined.
Yeah.
No mistakes. We capitalize on mistakes and play our game we've been playing.
Right. They said Washington Commanders defense is 18th ranked.
Come on, man.
And this boy is still winning with an 18th ranked defense.
Look. It's like being at the range. When you shooting that target, them bullets ain't going where they need to go. You got to adjust your bullets, right?
Yeah.
So in the game, you got to adjust to what you need to do. You can't keep doing the same shit that's not working.
Yeah, you see that interception that boy caught in the end zone.
Woo! And he tried to put his hand over his eyes.
I said, God, that boy walked that man down and caught that interception.
Hey man, hey look, that shit was crazy. That nigga out there, that ninja out there catching balls with his eyes covered. Dude he ain't even try to defend him. He put his hand over his eyes and he still caught the ball. That's what kind of time we on, man. You know what I'm saying?
I said, this right here don't make no sense.
Bruh, we beat the number 1 seed. Who gonna stop us?
We went up in there.
On the road. It's hard to win on the road, man.
Hey, look.
And we went in there like it was nothing.
Yeah, we beat the Eagles before, so Jalen Hurts, he got something coming.
All right, so check this. This is what they spilling down to us. They beat y'all the first game. In the second game, y'all won because he got a concussion scare and they took him out. So that's why y'all win. Y'all won. I said, okay, all right, okay, y'all gonna go with that. All right, so let's do this. We just beat a top-notch we just beat a top-notch quarterback, which is golf. Number one seed team.
15-1.
15-1. And check this. Check this out. They had 2 running backs that was strong.
That's right.
They both got over 100 yards. But did that shake us? No. So we got one dude to worry about. Saquon Barkley. That's it. We just handled 2 strong running backs last week. And now we just got one. You think we scared? No. We just handled two of you dudes.
We going up there brotherly love and show some brotherly love.
We going out there. We going, bruh. We going to go play our game. We ain't looking past Philly. Yeah. We going to respect Philly and we going to go up there and compete. That's just how that's going to go. And we planning to come out the victor. That's just bottom line.
We got a frying pan, some hot grease, and we get ready to chop up that eagle.
The whole team is on the same accord, bro. And we ain't looking back. We 2 games away.
Too late to look back now.
Too late. It's too late. We too close. We smell it. We smell it, Holmes. I smell it. You know when that chicken cooking and it starts smelling good, I smell it. I smell it. That Philly Eagle cheese steak. I smell it. I'm ready to eat. Straight up.
Hey, you should put that on the text. I smell it.
I smell it.
You smell that Philly.
Hey, Holmes.
That Eagle Philly cheese steak.
I smell it. Yes, sir.
That's what I'm gonna tell. I said, man, guess what I smell? That Eagle Philly cheese steak. I smell it.
I smell it. I smell it.
We're going up there and eat some Eagle Philly cheese steak.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, man. Hey, man, I just had to holler at you. And look, check this out.
What?
I was recording you. It's on the video. I'm going to send it to you as soon as I hang up.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We're going to have some Eagle Philly.
Yeah, I smell it. I smell it.
What you smell, Jay?
I smell the Philly Eagle cheese steak.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
I gotta give me some of that.
Yeah. All right, man, mahalo.
All right, holla at you.
Peace. Peace. Streets Finest, Big Day. We out. That's how we gonna end that. Super Bowl, baby, we coming. We coming. We gonna give you your